do the work. Let's see, what happened to the door? It's been forced, Mr. Holmes. Inspector Lestrade thinks it was the Ripper. He says the Ripper broke in here and dragged Sarah out into the alleyway. Do you think that's what happened? The inspector has many fine qualities, but he's overly fond of theatrics. What's your evidence for that, Mr. Holmes? The location of the woman's hat. Exactly what I thought, Mr. Holmes. She wouldn't have had her hat unless she was going out the back door, which means the Ripper must have broken in during the performance, and then he went back outside to wait for her. Can't see anything missing, though. You know anything else? I've told you everything I know. Okay, you're useless now. But let's look over here. Let's look over here. The note reads, Dear Sarah, what in a name? A rose by any other name would smell as sweet as secret admirer. This misquote from Romeo and Juliet is strangely the product of a feminine right hand, with the unusual habit of dotting I's with the tiny hearts. So she has a female admirer. I want to get the note. Thank you very much. So we get the note. So let's take a look at these flowers. There are pink carnations with dark red veins. This startling but common effect is probably achieved by staining the flowers in some kind of dye or strange fluid. Pretty much we all do it in elementary school. We have the white carnation and we put it in food coloring, and after a while the carnation has turned the color of the food coloring. So this is pretty standard. So let's take some flowers. And he puts them in his coat of holding. He is borrowing the doctor's jacket. Well, we have this spring. So let's give it to Henry. Maybe that will help him. I believe this thing might be helpful. Ow, 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 my back. Why, yes, thank you. I believe that's just the piece I needed. I'll have this finished in a moment if my fingers don't fail me, which is good so we can actually get out of the damn room. You done yet? Looks like he's done. But he keeps on his motion, which I think is hysterical. So, let's talk to Lestrade again, see if there's anything else he can tell us. No. So, we don't want to talk. Let's just get out of here. There is no more we can tell about this scene. So, we now have Sarah Caraway's flat. So, let's go over here. And here is her lovely, lovely flat. And I'm sorry, this always makes me think that somebody should be hanging from it. I believe it's actually a mystery where something like this comes into play. So we have some books, penny novels, the Holy Bible, dresser. Nothing too big on that's. But let's open the dresser. It cannot be opened. Well, there's a laundry basket. Let's take a look at this. There's, pretty much like your basket contains an assortment of dirty laundry. Among the sheets, towels, and feminine undergarment, a man's orange-colored rugby sweater. Well, that's interesting. Let's get the sweater. Are you going to get the sweater, Holmes? It's the Kensington Rugby. The back of the collar is heavily stained with Madagascar oil, and a few black hairs are embedded in the fiber of the wool. Now, didn't we see some stain on the door jamb? Let's see if can we take the sweater? No, okay, we can't take the sweater. So, there's the teapot. We can open it, but there's no real reason to. There's nothing really over here. There's a picture, but what we want to do is look at this umbrella. We can, if we think we've missed something, we can always come back. It's a brolly. There's a slight bulge. Okay, he doesn't want to pick it up. Well, let's just open it then. There we go. A key! Amazing, Holmes. Only you could draw good luck from an action that's supposed to yield its opposite. Thanks heavens you're not superstitious. Yeah. Well, there was also a bulge in it. Watson, you get the key. Let's look at the door. The crossbar is sturdy and topped with enough coal dust to indicate it has not been removed. Okay, well, we've got really nothing else to do here, so let's blow this pop stand. Blowing pop stands is fun and educational. So we are going to go back to Baker Street, which has a purple magnifying glass. So let's go inside. There's nothing we really need to talk to Wiggins about at the moment. In we come. They do not take off their jackets, they just stand there. So what we want to do is we're going to use the powdery substance on our lab table. It's very non-intuitive in a sense, but... And Watson goes and sits down. So what we want to do, we want to use our matches. Oh, it's not a good idea to have him. Well, bite me. So we're going to use... And then he automatically adds things. Sulfuric acid. And now we want to use the matches. And then we get to watch it. Isn't that lovely? Burn, burn. Now I think we want to use... Okay, I can't do that. Which one do I want to use? No. Is it zinc? No. Which one is it that I need to use? Is it nitric acid? No. Which one is it? Which one is it? No. Okay, what is it that I've completely forgot what it is I need to do? Oh. I'm sorry, folks. I've apparently slightly forgotten what I'm supposed to do. Okay, there we go. Adding powder found on victim. Black mirrored surface forms, indicating the presence of arsenic. Sorry, I clicked through that too fast. So, okay, we can't, we don't put it out, but it automatically gets put out. So, now that we exited that, we are going to use the flour. on the lab table. I can too use the flour on the lab table. Thank you. So, first we want to use the flour on the microscope. Determining cause of petal discoloration. We get a lovely look. The petal is artificially dyed. Yes, thank you. But we have to do that. So we want to use flour on flask. There's a specific order you have to do all this in, and it's really annoying. Now will you let me use flour on flask? So we add nitric acid to the warm water bath, which I'm glad he knows to do that because I don't. Now we're going to add some silver nitrate. And now we're going to add ground flower petals, which of course we did not see him grind. Okay, there's iodine in it then. The dye use must have an iodine base. Okay then. That's interesting. So before we stop, because I'm getting dry mouth, and this is at least a good series of videos for you guys, we are going to talk to our friend Wiggins. Hello, Wiggins. I require your assistance, Wiggins. At your service, Mr. Holmes. Do you have a job for the irregulars? Yes, Wiggins. I have a certain flower I'd like you to trace for me. Very good, sir. Let's have a look at it then. I know I said I wouldn't do voices, but for some reason, for some of these characters, the voices just, come out. Let's give this to Wiggins. Oh, a flower, Gov. Ta, very kind for you. Don't be impertinent, Wiggins. You know it's not a gift. Now remark the dark red lines running through the petals. They were caused by the application of an iodine solution. Find the vendor that sells flowers colored in this manner. You might want to begin your search around Regency Theatre on Oxford Street. The Regency it is, Mr. Holmes. If you're right, shouldn't take us long to find the seller. I'll come back when I know what it is. Yes. Well, while we're here, let's talk to Jonas. My compliments, Mr. Rigby. The day finds you well, I trust? Yes, indeed, Mr. Holmes. Business has been brisk. The great British public devours anything to do with the Ripper. While Jack's at work, my family's eating steak and kidney pudding. That's disgusting. Well, let's take a look at our journal so you can see how much we have. The thing is, it doesn't record all of our observations, just what was said. So pretty much we can go back through anything that was said. So, let's exit. And let's save under I am a save file. So we are now saved. So, I will see you guys next time. Yes, we're sure we want to quit. Goodbye now.